Today we are joining the Pi H2 group at this youth park area. We are going in earlier because I presume it's going to be a long run. We have arrived earlier, so we decided to go in first. Normally the run starts at 5 o'clock, but now it's only about 3:30. Air is quite cooling at the garden at the moment. So I think once we reach the jungle area, it shouldn't be that hot. Some of the earlier group has gone in already. I think about 4 or 5 of them. Okay, we are now coming to the entrance for our first hike up the slope. This is a concrete slope here. You can see our first paper already. It's already here. Okay, we are now entering into our first climb here up the jungle track. It was raining quite heavily this morning, so the ground is slightly soggy now, but not really wet and slippery. It's quite cooling in here, but we are sweating quite a fair bit already after about 20 minutes of walk up the concrete path earlier. Then you better put away your phone. Meet up with one of the fellow hikers. They just arrived at the lovely garden here with lots of bougainvillea blooming. Here we go, Mandy's at the back. We are taking our own slow pace today because we are very early. So we are soaking in the scenery along the way. Just enjoying our walk. There's no hurry because we have ample time to get down later. And also we do not want to tire ourselves up easily, as there are a lot more climb to be done. Wow, there's a beautiful flame of the forest right ahead. Whole tree is filled with flower. That's called the flame of the forest. Yeah, it's some bougainvillea as well, growing healthily. Beautiful. So this is part of the flora garden in Youth Park. Okay, we're moving into another jungle path now. Still on a flat, narrow terrain, easy walking trail. It's quite cooling in here because the rain helps to bring down the temperature today. But there's no breeze, but the air is just nice. We have covered almost 1.5 kilometers now. There's a little bit of sunshine here because this part here is not covered by the tree canopy. I have not hiked since last Monday when I joined the PH3 group. So today is Saturday. I've rested for almost 6 days now. So now I'm back with the Pi group. I didn't join the Thursday Harriet group because it's quite a distance away from my place. Okay, we are doing another climb now. The gradient here is slightly steeper than the earlier one. I don't know how far this is going to be. We are slowly making our way to the first hilltop. I'm sure there will be several more hill climb before we can reach our summit. We have just turned right now, skirting around this small slope here, and then another climb on the left. You can hear the sound of cricket in the background. Even though it's still early, the sound of insects are everywhere now. We are still continuing with our climb on the second slope. Certain part there's more inclination, and we do have some platform of easy terrain. Almost 2 kilometers now. Okay, we are skirting the slope again. A slight downhill turn before we turn left for another uphill climb. We have reached the first summit, the first flat terrain, second one actually. I'm sure there will be another climb after this. Turning left. The hash highway now. The climb so far has not been really tough. There are some steep slope along the way, but generally most of the slopes are quite average. Okay, we are going up another slope now. Going through some thick undergrowth now. A lot of thorns and tendrils growing on the ground, and lots of thorns as well, so we have to be very careful. This part here is quite a tough climb, mainly because of the undergrowth and the slightly soggy ground. Lots of twists and turns. You can see the thick undergrowth. A lot of undergrowth coming out from the ground. So we have to be very careful of footing, not to get our foot entangled with the roots. This is very long twine-like branches. Almost coming to the summit again now. How are you doing? So far so good, right? Okay, let's go. Yep. You can see a lot of fallen tree trunk along the walking path. Some are quite big, which we literally have to climb over. Smaller ones are easier. We took a small wrong turn just now, just a few meters away, and we discovered there was no paper, so we turned back. Actually, at the junction we should be turning right instead of going all the way up. So we are back on the right path now, going downhill instead of uphill. The other road just now led us uphill. Not sure there will be another hill climb or not. Yeah, looks like there will be another one. They're up this way. Yeah. Coming through a very huge boulder here.
Camping here is good, eh?
Yeah, nice. But then at night there'll be lots of mosquitoes.
Barbecue.
Yes, on the right.
Nice, eh?
Yeah. We are skirting around the border, going around it. The boulder. It's very cooling in here now. Another uphill climb now. Quite slippery now, the slope. And this would probably be the last climb. We are coming up to the summit now. I guess this should be the last summit before we descend to our run site. Hopefully so. Already it's 3 kilometers plus. So I presume today is just a medium run of 5 to 6 kilometers. We are still ascending slowly to the top. We are now turning left instead of going up all the way. There's a bar here. So we are going downhill now. Not sure if this will be all the way down or there will be another few more small climbs before we really descend. Coming through another thick jungle path here. Some green bushes. A lot of overgrown shrubs here. Coming to a very dark cave-like. Because above us is a very huge boulder. There's another boulder here. Path is quite slippery, so I have to be careful. I think I need to put away my camera because it's too dangerous. So you just use one hand. Another boulder here, quite interesting. The air is getting cooler and cooler now. The papers are very well indicated today. I'm very happy. We could find our way very easily without fear of getting lost. So I think the setter has done a very good job. It's tiny waterfall running down from the slopes. Give me time to wash up my hand and freshen up a little bit. It's a nice cluster of bamboo forest here. Very old looking bamboo trees. All growing in one cluster. See, some of them have chopped it down. I think they are here to pick it up later. But it's quite high up here. Let's continue. The paper, I just saw the paper down there. We are going downhill. It's a pleasant downhill walk along the slope of the hills. And I like this trail today. Not a difficult one, but there are some parts that we need to climb a fair bit. Overall, a very good hike today. Because of the rain, the weather is a bit cooling and temperature is slightly lower. So we don't really feel that tired. Even though we are sweating quite a lot because of the many climbs that we have to make just now. It's 3 kilometers plus already. There's a lot of wild mushroom here growing, especially after the rain. Plenty of them. Some on the ground and some on the tree. Another mushroom here. Oh, red colored mushroom. Quite a steep slope here. We are climbing down using the rope. We have come to another bar here overlooking the turf the race course. So we have to turn back. It's just for us to enjoy the view.
Họ đi tô.
See, this tiny paper trail lead us to a bar overlooking the race course just now. Okay, find the connecting paper. So now we are going back to the wrong side. Back to the correct trail. I thought we are going downhill. Now it's another small climb here. It's already close to 5 kilometers now, and we are on our last ascent. Taking us back to the huge boulder up there. Looks like a big piece of burger. We are skirting the boulder, now going to another jungle path. Okay, this is our final descent to our run site. Medium run with some difficult terrains, a little bit of a few climbs, and a lot of turnings and twistings along the path. But overall, it's a very interesting trail. I like it because the weather is nice, so you don't really feel the heat today. We are still skirting around the hill slope, but on a downhill walk. This is taking us back to the youth park and our run site. Yeah, we are down into the flat terrain here now. With some greeneries all around us. It's been more than 5.4 kilometers already. Very adventurous hike today. Can you see paper? Yeah, far ahead, is it? The time now is 5:35. Yeah. So it's about almost close to 2 hours. Okay, we will walk slowly back to the car park area in Youth Park. We are walking through the MPPP compound here. Okay, so finally we completed another day of hiking with the Pi group. How do you feel today?
Very good.
Run was rather interesting, adventurous run.
Excellent.
Excellent. Good thing we came in early today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would take quite a while for us to come out. Already it's about 2 hours. But we actually took a very slow walk along the way, taking in all the scenery and taking some pictures as well. So that slows us down. I think for normal run, you should cover in 1 hour 40 minutes. But we enjoy ourselves anyway. So that's the whole idea of hiking. Nobody is competing against anyone. It's just to sweat it out and have fun with nature. Okay, cheers. See you guys next time.